If patriotism is something that we are to go by, then I kid you not, you and I, and a vast majority of Kenyans, would have rallied behind the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga's candidature into securing Africa's top seat. But contrary to all that, a vast majority of Kenyans chose to air their opinions, of which they are in full support of the Djibouti candidate. And before even I indulge into that further, are you alive to the cognizant fact that Djibouti is the only country in the world with military bases for the US, China, France, Italy, and Germany, if I'm just to mention but a few? And if I'm also to leave that aside, are we alive to the cognizant fact that all French speaking presidents in Africa never attended Raila's launch in his quest to secure Africa's top seat? And in this episode, I'll just like to outline only the nitty-gritty reasons as to why the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga shall fail to clinch Africa's top seat come February. But before I dissect into that, in case if you're watching me for the very first time, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button. If you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, kindly do feel free to click on the subscribe button. And more so, if you're watching me from a different platform, either Telegram, TikTok, or Facebook, you can just head on over to YouTube, search for Sultan Sudi. I'll be the first right person to pop up. If matters socio-economic and political matters are your great areas of concern, you can feel free to click on the subscribe button so that each and every time that I upload a new video, it will automatically reflect on your notification panel. And by so doing, you'll simply be supporting my content. Now, one among the many reasons as to why I see very minute chances of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga clinching Africa's top seat is because, number one, now, many Africans and African presidents see Raila's quest to secure Africa's top seat as a push by the president to settle Kenya's politics. Remember this, his launching of the AU chair position comes at a time when we recently had demonstrations, and in the demonstration, a vast majority and many Kenyans lost their lives. And no sooner had they come into a broad-based government than the Right Honorable decided to form a broad-based government where he was promised and delivered some key ministerial positions. So with that, if Africans at large are going to consider some factors, then I kid you not, they may choose to vote the Djibouti candidate over the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Another reason why the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga may fail is simply because look at the candidate to whom is pushing his quest, President William Samoei Ruto. Remember, times above numbers, Western countries and Africa at large have accused President William Samoei Ruto as a Western puppet. And if that is also something we are to go by, then I kid you not, many, if not all, may end up not voting for his preferred candidate, who is the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Another reason as to why the Right Honorable may end up failing come February is simple. Just have a look at during his AU launch. Not even none of the Francophone presidents attended his launching. That is simply to mean that when I invite you to an event, then you fail to show up. That clearly sends a message that maybe we've differed in ideologies, but rather your ideologies correlate with the other candidate. And if, however pedestrian that view may be, but if it is something we are to go by, then I kid you not, the Francophone presidents may vote for the Djibouti candidate. However, from where I sit, I see a string of possibilities that President William Samoei Ruto could be intentionally setting the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga for failure. Because in simple arithmetics, you can just count the number of francophone countries, then come down and later count down all the Swahili and English speaking countries, and you'll simply have the simple results. And if that is also something that I'm to consider, then I kid you not, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga shall fail to secure Africa's top seat. But from my seat, that has just been my opinion. If you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And kindly, please do consider hitting on the subscribe button if you have not. Thank you and may God bless you.